Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. This is actually Christine from Park City Television. How are you guys?
Hi, Christine.
Sorry. They said say hello to Nicole, but we'll call you Christine. I'm sorry. We want to call you Nicole. Is that cool?
Call me whatever you want.
You can call me, I don't know, Amanda today, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, this is Christine Napier from Park City Television, and I'm here with one of TV's most famous doctors, Kate Walsh, who apparently hasn't always been in tune with her health. And in fact, in the last several years, Kate has made a commitment to prioritize her self-care routine, and she's found simple ways to lead a healthier lifestyle. Kate is with us now to discuss the critical role protein plays in helping adults kickstart their health goals and how she maximizes her own eating habits. Joining her is nutrition researcher and muscle health expert at Abbott, Dr. Suzette Pereira. So, Kate, let's kind of before we get to the protein and the health, can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming season of 13 Reasons Why?
Yeah, I'm really excited for everyone to get to see it. We launch tomorrow, and I think people are going to love it. It's it's an incredible season. It picks up in a trial, and I can't really talk about it too much because, it all launches tomorrow for the world to see, but I will say it deals with the mental health issues, sexual assault. It deals with gender bias, but also it's a real story of redemption and people as a community coming together around Hannah Baker's death, but finding some healing and community and conversation about how to move through and talk about these and deal with and live with the aftermath of these very challenging topics. And I think there's a lot of infrastructure there too that Netflix and Paramount put in place for people to get support and to really find peace and healing. So I'm excited for people to get to see it, and I think it's just a really exciting show this year.
Yeah, I have to admit, here in Park City, we've been really working on mental wellness and putting a big focus on that because we've had some of our children really struggle with this, and tragically hasn't always ended well. But we even had a child and adolescent psychiatrist on our show, our morning show, a couple days ago to talk about this upcoming season of 13 Reasons Why and how to talk to your kids about it. And I like that it's normalizing the conversation a little bit about mental health with teens.
I think it's always challenging, and I think often, I don't know, I'm glad that you had that opportunity to have a child psychologist on, but I think a lot of times parents feel like they can't talk about this or they don't know how to participate unless they have solid answers to things, and I think it's important just to start the conversation and to keep going, and that it doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm really excited for you all to see it. But even more, I'm very excited to have partnered with Abbott to talk really in terms in the area of health, physical well-being as well, and the importance of protein for me in my diet, but for most adults over 40 and 50, this is a crazy statistic. I don't know if you know this, I didn't, but 1 in 3 adults over 50 don't get enough protein in their diet every day, which is shocking to me.
Wow.
In the U.S. Isn't that crazy? So it's kind of nuts, but it's real. And I've always been a huge fan of protein shakes anyway, or the last several years, I should say. I've always had them on set or even when I'm not working because I tend not to be hungry in the morning. So, rather than just starting with coffee and then, eventually crashing right before lunch, I would have a protein shake. And so when the opportunity came to partner with Abbott and talk about Ensure Max Protein, I was super excited because in addition to the statistic, it's just that making it accessible to everyone, making protein very easy and tasty and delicious was an exciting opportunity. So with Ensure Max Protein, you get 30 grams of protein for each drink, each serving, plus amino acids, plus vitamins and minerals, and the expertise that Abbott and Ensure have with their long history of the science behind protein and how our bodies bodies assimilate it and break it down and take it in, and making sure that it's like the best use of it. So it's really exciting. Go to ensure.com to find out more about protein. But I'm rambling on, so I'll let the doctor talk, or I'm like,
Right.
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Pereira, what tips do you have for us to get more protein?
So these are 3 really easy tips for people to remember. One is to know your protein numbers. So if you are a 150-pound person, you need to get a minimum of 55 grams of protein on a daily basis. So 1 egg gives you around 6 grams of protein. So put that in perspective. You really need to be conscious. Number 2 is spread your protein across all 3 meals. So get it in breakfast, lunch, as well as dinner. Don't skip meals, because the research shows that people who were skipping meals were not getting the protein they need in their diet. And number 3 is exercise. Get moving, because we know that when you exercise and have enough protein, it will go a long way in helping you achieve your health goals.
So if you're exercising, you're not actually depleting that protein?
And that is why you really need to increase your amount of protein if you start exercising. So we said 55 grams for a 150-pound person. If you're exercising, you need a lot more. So keep that in mind. If you start an exercise program, you really need to.
Which is hard, and that's why supplementing is so important, because I think even if you are, your best case scenario, having 3 meals a day and healthy snacks, which, let's be honest, most of us can't get to that with our lives, whether it's kids or work or what have you, that supplementation is kind of essential, I find anyway. Yeah. So that's why Ensure Max Protein is so great, because you're going to get 30 grams right there. So for me, that's, a third of my protein needs. Without exercise, even more so, as you say.
Right.
With exercise, it exponentially goes up. But I think also what you're saying is the synchronistic aspect of protein and exercise working together. It just helps your metabolism. It helps your mood stability. It helps keeping you level throughout the day, so you don't have those peaks and valleys, and then you sleep better.
Yeah, and for long term, it's so important for your muscle health and your bone health.
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So if
I imagine, Kate, that playing such an emotionally exhausting role in 13 Reasons Why, you really needed that extra protein.
No, I'm serious. I did. I had, this was before I had partnered with Abbott. I was sending packets of powders and things, and it was like really, but it was essential to kind of keep that energy up. Both, and I guess, and it also, it affects your mental well-being, your mental health, all of it. It's all very synchronistic.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you have the protein shake there. I can't see it, obviously. I'm on the phone. But do you mix it with water? Is it a powder, or is it pre-mixed?
No, it's pre-mixed. It's already made in a carton. It comes already made. You don't need to do anything except drink out. Undo the cap and drink it. It's delicious. It comes in 2 flavors, in chocolate, which is awesome, and then it also comes in cafe mocha, which has a coffee flavor, and it has 100 milligrams of caffeine in it, which is about as much as a cup of coffee. So that's also a great option. They both taste delicious. You can go to ensure.com and find out more about where to get it and more about how to attain your protein goals.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Kate and Dr. Pereira. It's been great talking to you guys. And
thank you.
Thank you.
check that out and get more protein.
Yeah, go get protein.
Go get it. Go get it.
Yes, thanks. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.